Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2022. Can you believe it? Mercy. It was just 21 years ago that it was 2000 and now we're into 2022. You remember all the ruckus when it was coming to the year 2000? Some people thought the world was going to come to an end. They thought that we wouldn't be able to use computers anymore because the computers were going to crash and all sorts of things were happening, and people were working feverishly to ensure that we would not lose communication because computers would crash and all of that. And all sorts of things people envisioned would happen. Here we are, going into 22 years later, without a lot of the people that were around at that time and with lots of people who were not around. But we have so much to give God thanks for, in spite of all that has gone on and all that is going on and all that will go on. We are so blessed to still be here in our right minds, with our five senses still intact. We have roofs over our heads, shoes on our feet, clothing on our back, food on our tables. I don't know why I said on our back and not on our backs, but you know what I mean. And so this is a lot of things. These are a lot of things that we should give thanks for, because so many people are so distressed, displaced, dismayed, disgruntled, frustrated, out of their minds because of all that is happening. So many people have lost their lives to COVID and other illnesses. And so many people are just wandering around, not knowing what they're going to do with themselves. I was talking to a friend. No, I wasn't talking to her. I sent her something and she related to me that somebody that she knows had taken his own life, and I was so distraught. And I'm thinking, because a lot of people are seemingly hopeless, they don't have friends to confide in, maybe relatives, they don't, and they feel like they're the only person in the world, and I don't know if they have a connection with God. So that is another problem. And this is why I encourage you all the time to be your brother's keeper, be a friend to somebody. Sometimes when you see somebody and they don't look the way you think they ought to look, find out how they are. And if they say they're fine, just prod a little bit more. Are you sure? You sure you're okay? Because if it is somebody that you know and that is not how the person normally looks or sounds, something is going on. And sometimes people don't really want to come to tell you that they have a problem because they think that they're bothering you. But if you care enough and stop to ask, what's going on? Is there anything I can do to assist you? You might find that somebody will open up and tell you what's going on, and you can help them. You can save somebody. You never know. Please, let us try to be a little more attentive, a little more understanding, a lot more caring and loving, because we need each other. No man is an island, no man stands alone, and we each need somebody. When God made man, he didn't just make man. He didn't just make one person. He made two of them, man and woman. So we need each other. And that is why we have families and we have friends. People are not just by themselves. You cannot get along alone, even if you do, not for very long. You need companionship. You need friendship. You need family. You just need to be in a relationship. Relationships are very important. And the people who find themselves in serious trouble sometimes are the ones who want relationship. Did you know that sometimes the guys who go to gangs. It's a relationship that they need, and they find a good relationship in the gang because it's like they're brothers, they're kindred spirits. And even when they're initiated, when they go through what they go through, the same brothers who initiated them just take them in, and they become brothers, and they know that they have somebody who has their back, and they have somebody that they can count on, and somebody is counting on them, and it gives them a good feeling, and they remain in the gang relationship, believe it or not. And there are some people who think that it is hip not to talk to people and to behave as though they're superior to people and that kind of thing. That's not cool. Because sometimes the very persons that you're avoiding and snubbing are the same persons that might end up having to help you. I'm not saying that you're to help people because you want other people to help you. You're to do it out of a heart of love, out of a heart of abundant giving. You love people because God wants you to love people. And so I want to encourage you to be your brother's keeper and see what you can do to make life a little easier. There's a song that I like to sing. I've not sung it in a long time. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain. I hadn't sung it for a long time, and I sang it one evening. I don't remember when, somewhere. And it just lifted my spirits. It's like I was ministering to myself as well. If you can help somebody, if you can do your duty as a good man ought, if you can bring back beauty, if you can help a world that is uproar, if you can show a man that he's traveling wrong, your living will not be in vain. Let us not live in vain. Let us live lives that will be beneficial to others, exemplary, honest, caring, uplifting lives that others can benefit from our being a part of the society. So that someday, one day, somebody will be able to say to you, you know, you impacted my life in a very special and positive way. And I am where I am today because of you. Let it surprise you because you didn't know. Because sometimes you've done something for somebody and you didn't even think about it. And sometimes when somebody comes to you and say, you remember when? You can't remember because you weren't doing it to be repaid or anything like that. But you just did something out of the goodness of your heart and you moved along. But the person that benefited from that kind word, a smile, whatever assistance it was, they remember. And when they come to you to say to you, thank you so much, it's a joy to hear that you were able to impact somebody in a positive way. So as we enter into the new year, I am encouraging you to do something wonderful for somebody so that their lives can change in a positive way. An old person, a peer, a child, just somebody, anybody, a relative, a friend, a stranger even, just to do something. Do something. God will bless you for it, and you'll feel better for having done something that will improve somebody's life, that will have a positive effect on somebody. I trust that you will listen to what I had to say, take my advice, and go out and make a difference in the world. Remember now, I would like you to subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I have uploaded a new video, and leave a comment if you will. You know I'm looking forward to the comments. So just don't tell me via WhatsApp. Please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. Happy New Year. Bye.